believe that?
What? 21 car? They could have gave me a car. 21 car? What they gonna do? How they gonna drive to?
At once.
Right, that's crazy.
Man, welcome to Tales from the Crib. Homie, a weekly tea, homie, a daily gossip. You know we got all the tea that you want to hear. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell, because you know you want to hear about Carisha being a mule. Man, you know you want to hear about Lizzo saying she finna quit the game. And Iman Shepherd, man, we know Teyana Taylor being a better baby mama. Don't worry, boy. We got your back over here. Man, it's your boy, Jesse J, Philip Supreme 305 with my co-host.
Chico Grande Chico, two-time shooter McGavin, baby, as someone called me in the streets. Mr. Bubba. What's up, everybody?
Hey, man.
Ready to talk some drama, see what's going on in the world, see who's winning, see who's losing, and see who's choosing.
Man, I'm trying to see
who's getting chose out here.
I'm trying to see who losing money again to one of these thotties, man. If I swear to God, if another one of these young basketball players get caught up by these old video vixens, I'm gonna have to hold a meeting. You have to resurrect Kevin Samuels.
The shout out for Paige Buckets for sending Juju home. The splat out. Take that, Gilbert Arenas. You owe me $20K.
My co-host is talking about the NCAA game, man. The final, the Elite Eight just happened, man. Y'all need to let us know if y'all saw it. But we about to start the show, man. It's Tales from the Crib, episode number 150, man.
It's the final episode of this season.
Ooh.
We're about to start season 4 of Tales from the Crib.
I love it. I mean, you know, we came a long way. We gave y'all a lot of tea, a lot of gossip, a lot of information I know y'all use because we'll see the views.
Queen.
Listen, man. I mean, you know, people come to me asking me about the gossip, and I be like, can I eat my sandwich now? I'm eating my foot long.
Whoa. What are you eating?
I mean, people be, when I be with Diddy, not Diddy.
Self-snitching at an all-time high. How'd you get that Supreme? Just a Diddy party.
Pause.
Speaking of diddlers, let's go ahead and get this show started.
Oh man, the week is getting even worse for my dog brother Love. He even brought my girl Carisha in it, man. If you didn't know, Diddy house got raided. They raided the New York home, I heard, the California home.
Yeah, we covered that last week, but now we got an update.
Exactly. Now they got the drug mule, Brandon Paul. They pulled him. I guess he was trying to get on the plane. They got him, and
why would a Syracuse basketball player be running stuff for Diddy?
I mean,
it don't make no sense. It makes sense with Carisha, Young Miami, because she in Miami.
It makes perfect sense why he didn't make it far in the NBA. Look at him.
He's in college.
He never made it.
Oh, he didn't make it?
He didn't make it.
He's hanging out too many Diddy
parties.
Parties.
Hey, listen here, man. If you don't get that NBA contract, I would settle for that Diddy contract.
Oh, we know you would. We know you were volunteering, sending DMs trying to join that Diddy party.
Oh, whatever, man.
But it says the plaintiff and the Combs Rico Enterprise were rehearsing for something in the Westival. In Virginia, the court filing reads, Plaintiff Jones personally witnessed Mr. Combs do a few lines of coke in his dressing room. Allegedly, defendant Sean Combs wanted Tucci, but Brendan forgot it. So defendant Christina Coram called Young Miami, who then brought it on the private jet from Miami. So she's like, Diddy's partying somewhere else, and he's like, hey, Carisha, we need a refill.
Ooh, can I get a I mean, hey, man, listen here. Hit the video. We're going to play the video. We're going to give you more facts about what's going on. Then we finna hit y'all with our 2 cents. And, of course, we need y'all to comment in, too.
Busted. While with Diddy. You're watching Miami-Dade police body camera footage obtained exclusively by 7 News, showing one of Sean P. Diddy Combs' entourage members under arrest at Miami Opelika Executive Airport Monday. Brendan Paul, who's been referred to in lawsuits as Diddy's drug mule, was charged with drug possession.
What?
Meanwhile, on Star Island, the umbrellas are still out at Diddy's house, but it's not raining. A tour bus passed by slowly, and security guards and their SUVs blocked any view beyond this point, in a trying one for its owner. His mansions in South Florida and LA raided by the feds in connection to an investigation out of New York. He's not been arrested or charged, but faces civil suits, accusing the megastar and music mogul of rape, sex assault, and other offenses.
Now, I mean, like my co-host just said, when Diddy need that re-up, He calls up Carisha. He calls up Carisha. Carisha called up Brandon, allegedly. Brandon gives
How
it.
Carisha knowing Brandon?
In Miami, you know everything goes down in Miami. It's what you think that, yeah, yo.
He's in Syracuse, so it means he's in New York. So is he the connect to New York?
No, he's in Miami. He lives in Miami now. He didn't make it. He didn't make it. So
that's why he's being the mule.
Exactly. So, you know, he gives the stuff to Carisha. Carisha, you know, sometimes she takes it on the plane. Sometimes he places it on the plane. Paul. I mean, not pause for her. But I just want to know this, man. I want to know, is this the reason why City Girls broke up? Is because Carisha over here too busy being...
100%.
Being...
100,000%. Uzi was trying to warn.
Uzi was trying to warn her like...
He was like, you can't have my girl hanging out with these hooligans.
Doing all these Diddy parties, doing these unthinkable
muling
stuff.
Everywhere, allegedly muling this, muling that, getting what's it called, R. Kelly, you know,
exactly.
eliminated. And he's like, nah, I'm not gonna have my girl in the streets like that. So once he told her that JT that she couldn't hang out with Young Miami, the City Girls was done.
Exactly. I mean, and ever since this happened, all this Young Miami stuff has been coming out. It's stuff like videos of Young Miami calling herself a whore, or times where like
she's like, no, literally.
Or like
I saw that interview.
Exactly. She talk about she gonna have a break for your daddy. I mean, it's so much stuff that Young Miami out here doing. I mean, it just makes sense. This is why the City Girls basically broke up, because Carisha out here rather be with Diddy than be in the studio.
She probably making more money. You know, City Girls wasn't making
rap ain't
money.
selling like that.
I mean, some of it is if you Sexy Red, but you know, probably Lil Yachty wasn't writing their songs no more, so they couldn't get a hit.
I mean, Lil Yachty broke up. Lil Yachty was going with JT, and that ended because, you know, JT went to jail. But I mean, this is
come on, Uzi, you're better than that.
But I mean, this
better than the little boats in seconds.
It is, and this is just crazy because it gets worse and worse and worse. You see if you go online, you see Carisha over here talking to people saying, "Oh yeah, you just want to be under Diddy nuts so bad. Don't worry, Diddy have you on your."
7 minutes in, and you're talking about nuts.
I'm just saying, past 5 minutes. Let's see. I'm gonna tell you like that.
It's longer than you last. So
listen, I'll tell you the same thing I tell my girls, man. Once I pass 5 minutes,
all bets are off.
All bets are off, baby. We having a good time. But like I was saying before,
we having a good time.
Like I was saying, I mean, if you seen online, Carisha was telling people, "Oh yeah, Diddy will have you on your knees, begging, please." And I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, all this stuff going on, they got it. Diddy has to get R. Kelly. Diddy's about to go to jail. I can see it happening. You don't see it happening?
Oh, I think I could see it happening. The only confusing thing to me is we reported on this last week, and the one thing that I did notice was that they said that he apparently went to some islands in like South America.
Yeah.
But then it came out that he was still in Florida.
Yeah.
So do you think that he got caught trying to leave, or that they made him stay, or what do you think the deal is?
I don't know what's going on.
There's a lot of questions.
Some people saying it's staged. Some people saying like it don't make any sense, because you see this all happen, and you see Justin Combs, and you see the skinny black one. He over there kissing his girlfriend all online and everything, basically showing all this affection. You see all these videos of Diddy popping up with Stevie J, drinking OJ, just having a good old time. It's like nobody
Stevie
worried.
J videos coming out.
Exactly.
And then 50 Cent making fun of him and like
it's
and
horrible.
wanting to fight him.
Then you see Young Miami out here chilling with Moneybagg Yo girlfriend out here twerking on boats and everything. All I seen was
they the twerk buddies.
To twerk twins, the new twerk twins.
Yep.
So I mean, I don't know what's going on with this whole case. I mean, I was researching this online, and they were saying like, allegedly they're trying to paint this as a RICO, because when it's a RICO, they can get all the old charges also. Because I mean, they're trying to bring up a lot of old stuff for girls. He messed with them like in 2000, 2001.
Well, I mean, Diddy's been around forever, so why wouldn't they check the records?
I mean,
supposedly been doing this forever. He's little Epstein Jr.
I mean, is it really a problem? I mean, when you rich and you got that money like that, everybody want to party with a millionaire. Like you said, Coles, you said you rather a Diddy party than the $500 in food stamps.
Nah, give me the food stamps. I'm trying to stay intact. I'm not trying to wake up on the side of a curb. Be like, what happened? Like Diddy happened.
Buy all the noodles you want.
Nah.
$50.
It ain't worth it.
But I mean, you know who should have told that to 50 Cent, baby mama.
Oh yeah. She apparently got that message loud and clear. So 50 Cent is now seeking sole custody of his son,
As
I
he
believe,
should.
because Daphne Joy's son, after she named as alleged possible S-worker in Diddy lawsuit report, 50 Cent basically went off doing a bunch of posts. And he said, "I didn't know you was a S-worker, you little S-worker. This stuff a movie." And so, he tags his brands there. But, yeah, he was basically going in on so hard on her that she was crying all over the place, fake crying, and then putting her own accusations on Instagram about stuff about 50 Cent just to get him to back off. But, yeah, 50 Cent and Diddy were into it. So Diddy's like, you know what, you into it with me? I'm taking your baby moms.
Yeah, so I mean, if you didn't know, I mean, this feud has been going on for a while. Some people are saying one of the reasons is because P. Diddy it was messing with 50 Cent's baby mama that he used to have back in the day in 2011, 2012 time frame. But I mean, she also messed with Jason Derulo allegedly. So I mean, he ain't mad at Jason Derulo, but he mad at.
He probably likes the way he sings.
Hey, Jason Derulo can sing. Hey, comment down if you feel like Jason Derulo can sing, because I think he can.
Just TikTok.
It could be a TikTok. He do be doing a lot on TikTok. But back to the story. So he's 50 Cent's been beefing with Diddy. So every chance he gets, 50 Cent is gonna basically slander Diddy. And I mean, with these allegations is true, I want my kid too, because you clearly can't make good choices. You choosing Diddy parties.
Well, she was saying that like, it's funny how you want your kid all of a sudden when I moved to New York to be next to you, and then you saw him like 4 times in a year.
He busy. He got power. He got rap. He got tours.
He is busy, but that's no excuse when they live down the street. But let's go ahead and.
It doesn't matter if you live down the street if I'm never home.
This man got an answer for everything.
But we got a video.
That's why you're on the Texas Most Hated list.
That was last year. All that fake crying. I look at 50 Cent laughing.
Oh, yeah, this is where she put that whole screws to him and said that he was actually an abuser and made claims against him. But I think it was just because she was getting trolled so hard. So the only way to stop the trolling is probably to accuse.
I hate when they do that. So as soon as they're in a predicament where like they looking like the bad person, he be like, "Oh, he harmed me." And you be like, "What?" Like, this is consensual. Like, you had the kid and everything.
You moved a mile away in hopes of having another baby with me, but I was busy, so you moved back, and then you started receiving money from Brother Love.
Horrible.
Now here we are.
Them love bucks.
Little S-worker.
Them love bucks ain't good for you, man. All money ain't good money. Now, look at this.
Shout out CapCut.
Now she's labeled an S-worker because she doesn't have any musical talent, so they can't label her as an artist. She ain't doing nothing else, so only thing is...
She was getting child support from 50.
I mean, but with 50...
but that's probably not enough to do the lifestyle that she was living.
I mean,
so, she was definitely getting money from somewhere else, and from all the records and the alleged records in the case, they have her linked to just receiving large sums of money for professional work.
I mean, but it was her. It was her, Carisha. It was like a couple, like allegedly. I mean, Diddy, like
Diddy had a full roster, man.
He got a full roster. He had Cassie. He had Cassie. He had J-Lo.
Was Cassie the one that sued him?
Yeah, Cassie's the one that
they settled for like $80 million.
The silver suit that settled, and also, when I was doing this whole research on this case, it's like all because all these allegations, the feds have basically piled up all these allegations, used that information, and basically started to look into it. And then once they found out there's validity into it, that's how they started all this happened, just because people talking online.
Well, yeah, and then of course he got accused.
In the Cassie situation.
Yeah, like a bunch of people started coming out and taking him to court. So it's like there's a handful of people taking him to court. Then he might have did something wrong, and they might need investigated.
True enough, but also people are also saying that some of the things he said some of the things that Little Rod and people said in the documents are false. Like Young Miami saying like, oh yeah, she wasn't with Diddy. She posted online pictures like her being
we saw her with Diddy.
I mean, at that time, but you know how people do. Like at the time that you're saying, I wasn't there.
And then, like, you were lying out of your face.
Or like CVJ saying like, "Oh yeah, that's not me. That's some dude named. That's not me in the bed with another dude. That's some dude named Knockout King." So I mean, hey, it's a lot of things that's been.
Looked like he was the one getting knocked out. You know what I'm saying?
So I mean,
or knocked up.
It's a lot of things that's going on that people are basically saying that that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. So we got to see how this goes. I mean,
allegedly.
So I mean,
coming from somewhere.
But do you think if enough people come forward and be like, oh, all this isn't true, do you think like they're gonna drop all the charges and brother they gonna get him for something?
Yep.
I mean, he did something. I mean,
they're gonna go after him like they're going after Trumpy. They're trying to get something to stick. They're throwing spaghetti at the wall.
but I hate when basically. So yeah, I can see that.
No, but I mean they got enough evidence. I'm just making a joke there, but I think they got enough evidence to
get him for
Diddy
what
behind
though?
bars. They have too many receipts of him paying people to move drugs across state lines.
They grown. You grown.
That's not grown. That's
Listen
illegal.
here, man. If Diddy hit me up right now saying, Jesse, man, I got 150 bands, we gonna make something happen.
You're gonna make it clap, like Travis Porter said. Unforgivable. But let's change this topic.
The Waka Flocka no hands?
Before my co-host gets too aroused. What?
What? Who?
I said change the topic before you get.
I started singing the No Hands song by Waka Flocka.
Yeah, we know why. There's the favorite song at the Diddler party.
That song get the party live. That and Swag Surf. You see him, Boosie say he threw his back out. Been there, done that.
Swag surfing on you?
Pause.
You said been there, done that.
No, whoa.
You literally the words.
You said
that
next
came out of your
topic.
mouth.
You said next topic, and somehow we on this topic.
You're gonna be the topic next podcast. You better watch out. But speaking of not wanting to be the topic, Lil Baby going viral for painting his nails on new song Snippet. But when you can clearly see his nails, look painted, he denies this and says, "Miss me with that weird stuff. Y'all blogs gotta stop just posting anything. I ain't painting my mother effing nails. At this point, y'all gotta see people like academics got an agenda. Miss me with that weird stuff. No, LOL." I don't know. His nails look pretty blue. It look like he got Silver Surfer nail polish.
So basically,
looks like he was hanging out with Meek Mill in that heathenism time.
Yeah, I mean,
getting his heathen on.
I mean, if you like painting your nails, you like painting your nails. I mean, just admit it.
I'm so disgusted by this.
What?
That I'm gonna take a bathroom break while you play the video. Keep talking before you play the video.
Man, but this is the whole new epidemic that's going on. I remember first it was the man buns that was going on. All the men were rocking the man buns. That went on for a little while, and then it was the man onesies. Thank God I didn't. The man rompers. Thank God I didn't see that. And then it became the man doing the hookahs, and I still feel the same way. If you a grown man and you smoking hookah and ain't no girls around, I'm gonna need you to put down and pick up a blunt or something. I mean, be a man. Pick up a Black and Mild. Pick up a blunt. Get nicotine poison. Get something. I mean, please put down the hookah. The hookah is only meant for the females. But I mean, this whole new epidemic that's going on doesn't make any sense. You have grown men basically wearing nail polish, and they're not wearing just straight black nail polish. Because I mean, to me, I let it slide if you wore like a black nail polish. You know, 'cause I thought you like, you know, you on that rocker vibe, you on that rocker tip. You know, people do that. You know, that rock star stuff with the chains and all that. But I mean, once you start doing your nails like pink and purple and yellow, and you got the French tips on your fingers and the French tips on your toes, and you got the acrylic nails. Like, I mean, nah, brother. Like, you can't play PS2 with me.
You're saying that you have to be emo to have your nails like the black nails?
It's the only way I'm gonna accept you.
Yeah.
Well,
but I mean, even then, I kind of look down on them a little bit. But I'm like, oh, I guess you're so hardcore, you have to paint your nails black. But any of the other colors, that's fugazi.
So you're not accepting. What if it's my team colors?
Then we know you're playing for the other team. That's what we know.
Nah, but man, we got a video.
Well, I don't understand, man. Little baby, I don't know what you're trying to do. You look like you're trying to join that club.
I mean, he trying to
join that heathenism.
He's trying to get all the fans. He got the hood. He got the girls. Now he's trying to get the alphabet community. He's trying to get that little Yachty deal with the nail polish. Is it wrong NIL deal?
He's gonna get a deal. I'm not sure if he's gonna like it, but he's gonna get something.
Man, but
we got a video.
We got a video here of basically one of the college
another nail bandit.
Another nail bandit, a college basketball player from Duke, and also
so I'm in the
Boosie.
middle of painting my nails right now, and I just did this side white.
This is him talking.
And I'm gonna do this side blue.
And Boosie talking about.
And I thought I'd just talk to you guys a little bit about why.
It does look like it a little
usual.
bit. Look, here he is.
Just do some self-care.
Jared McCain.
They should do some self-care for themselves.
Self-care.
For me, it's nail painting. Sorry
Why
if
is
that
always the
sounded
light
like
skin
that.
ones?
My favorite nail polish to use though
gotta
is
tell
the
me,
Sally
cuz.
Hansen Insta Dry because it only takes 60 seconds to dry. Not my best
I'm
job,
tasting
but
chocolate.
not my worst. While they dry, it only takes 60 seconds. I'm gonna tell you guys why I paint my nails. There's really no crazy reason to it. It helps me not bite my nails. I went into a salon one time and I decided to pick out a color and I thought it looked nice. I know a lot of people disagree, a lot of people don't like it, but I'm just gonna be myself and do what I think looks nice. One of the reasons why I kept painting my nails is I had a game after I painted my nails and I ended up playing really well. So, you know, I'm not crazy superstitious, but you know, if I thought it looked nice, I thought it helped me play better, and so far it's worked. So I'm gonna just keep doing it, I guess. And just like that, the nails are done. I'm able to do whatever, go play basketball or anything I need to do.
That's what happened when you paint your nails. You lose. You lose in the ACC
If you paint
tournament
your
and
nails
in the-
red, white, all this stuff, if you paint your nails, you have thought about in your head of how you would look as a woman when you looked in that. You can't feel masculine painting your nails and your toes. You done thought about in your head how I would look as a woman. They thought about how they would look with crochet braids. They thought about how they would look with a BBL. You can't look in the mirror with nails and paints and with all this shit and feel masculine and feel like a man. Can you agree with that? You have to be thinking female-ish, right? Next is gonna be eyelashes on men. They gonna have them
get
meet.
those co-hosts.
They gonna have eyelashes.
Listen, man. If I see anybody, cause if you walk next to me with eyelashes on, I'm sending
yanking
you back
them
to
off
the.
your face.
What? I'm not saying. I ain't never.
No
listen.
eyelashes on Tales from Cruz.
Nah, but that's crazy. I mean, I understand everybody's trying, express themselves, but we gotta draw the line at some point. I mean,
how much you gotta express at a certain point? You're breaking the law.
True, but I mean, when it comes to the nail polish, I just feel like I don't want my favorite rapper basically rocking nail polish. I mean, like if I want that, I'm gonna go to rock music. Rock music got plenty of that, or wrestling.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the one thing is like, I don't know, like with rock music, it's like, yeah, they're just super into their music and they're like, oh, I'm all, dark in my mind and my soul, so my nails got to be dark. And you're like, cool, whatever. I'm not that hardcore. I don't got to paint my nails dark. But all the other dudes that are doing it, especially if you're a rapper, you got no excuse.
Exactly.
You're trying to say you're all emo, you're all emotional.
Imagine that.
Supposed to be hardcore.
How you gonna talk about? Oh yeah, I'm sliding on the knobs, doing a drive by, and then the first thing he gonna do is he gonna go to the cops and identify you. Oh, how you know it was a little baby? He had to do that pink nail polish, an AR-15.
Mm-hmm.
He's
holding an AR out the window with pink nails.
Of course, it's only gonna be you, goofy.
Like, gonna have you on because what you're gonna do? You're gonna post. Oh, look at my outfit for today. You're gonna have yourself with your nails.
Oh my!
On Instagram.
What if dudes start matching their nails with their shoes? Every day they went.
We're already there with that Duke kid, but he lost. You saw, man. He was talking all there, all soft, and then he got soft. He got bounced. NC State bounced him out. Who's the big boy that plays like Zach Randolph?
I forgot his name for NC State.
Yeah,
we seen him on here, but like, this just doesn't make any sense. Like the way the people, the generations.
It's the year 2000, kids, man.
You think so?
I hate having to call y'all out. But if you're not from the 90s, if you're from the 2000s, more than likely you're goofy. No, it's because they were raised by the internet.
True.
Because that's what most parents did. By the time the year 2000 came, the internet was in full effect, and you could do streaming and YouTube and stuff. So kids grew up on the iPad rather than learning real life lessons. And they didn't grow up going outside. They grew up being on the computer and being on the game system.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
Y'all basically homeschool kids.
Pretty much.
If you're born at the year 2000, you're basically homeschool kids. Y'all all soft.
It's basically why you seen.
It's like when they watch 22 Jump Street. Or no, it's like 21 Jump Street when they go back to high school. Mm-hmm. And it's like all the nerds are the popular kids.
That's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be. I mean, that's how I get when you get older, but... I mean, comment down below. Let me know how you feel about these rappers nowadays. painting their nails, and just men in general painting their nails? Do you feel like it's sassy? Do you feel like, I mean, it's just men expressing themselves, and you know, I mean, it's 2020.
I think even if you say no Diddy, it's full Diddy if you paint your nails.
It's no
You basically better have your pockets out.
I mean, you might as well, because I mean, I asked like 5 or 6 girls this already, and only one girl told me like they perfectly fine with it, but she draws the line at doing friendship. If you doing friendships or you doing anything to your toes, that's when she draws the line, because why?
I don't understand it. Like, what's she trying to do?
It's already bad.
I don't understand it in the first place, man. It's like, all you need to do is clip your nails so they don't get too long. Besides that, like, you don't really need to do anything.
True.
Or some people do have messed up nails. Some
Because
people
they bite
are
them too much.
blessed.
They always biting them.
Yeah, you got to put that stuff on it that it's like bitter.
Hot sauce?
Whatever it takes.
Nail polish?
No.
If you have to put on nail polish.
That's what the Dukes player excuse was. It keeps me from biting my nails. It's like, why do you need to bite your nails in the first place? Should just give him a mouthpiece, mouth guard to chew on all day.
I don't
Like Steph Curry. He's like, shoot threes.
I don't know, but let's change this subject before I get all gender fluid on me.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. Speaking of no Diddy, man, shout out to my dog Iman
Shout out my co-host for
Shumpert.
being a hater. For even trying to put Iman Shumpert's name in the news. Iman Shumpert is a great New York legend with a 40-inch vertical and is an amazing rapper, and you're trying to slander his name.
Man, listen here, man. Ever since January 2023, since they filed for divorce, Iman Shumpert's been keeping us solid. He ain't been in the news talking slander and Teyana Taylor, but every time you turn around, you see things like this. Teyana Taylor says Iman Shumpert's adult sleepovers are confusing the kids. And so allegedly, Teyana Taylor stating that she needs a psychiatrist to come and speak to the kids to basically show Iman Shumpert that the fact that he has women around the house is basically affecting the kids. And when I look through this whole situation, I'm thinking like, oh, Iman Shumpert must be having one of these like all these Diddy parties with a whole bunch of girls, a whole bunch of girls and everything going around. But no. It's not. It's just one girl. He has one girl there, and she has a kid, and allegedly her house is broken. From what they're saying, the lady's house is broken. So, you know, she stays with Iman Shumpert. Iman's basically dating this girl, taking the kids out to different places like Fly Zone, basically having the whole experience. And you know, Teyana Taylor feels like no. When you have the kid, you should not have any of your floozies around my kid. And I mean, I understand what she's saying, because I know a lot of girls that say that, but at the same time, I know a lot of girls that bring dudes around their kid and they ain't telling their baby daddy. So I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah, she hasn't spoken a word about the recent filings that claim her daughter felt confused after she apparently saw her father sleeping in a bed with a female friend. Teyana's not concerned about who Iman is involved with.
Cap.
What's important to her is the well-being of her daughters and being aware they around what they are exposed to for safety reasons. Teyana did not intend for the situation to be public and hopes to keep the peace, hence why she used their initials when she quietly filed for divorce. Iman later filed a motion using their full legal names 11 months after they were able to keep the proceedings away from the public eye. So I did hear that they're blaming it on Iman because when Teyana filed, she just used the initials, so none of the news people.
That means
it
nothing.
But you know, they might have eventually got to it. But you know,
that means nothing. Just because he put his name on it and like everybody knows, it's still gonna happen. Those gonna know then later on. But still, I like how Teyana Taylor's attorney always said Teyana Taylor didn't do this, say this. I mean, she told you this, and you told somebody, or somebody in your attorney camp told somebody to let this information come out, because Iman Shumpert's not coming here saying like, oh yeah, I want my daughter to go through therapy so that I can learn how bad this is affecting my kid, like, or oh yeah, I want y'all to tell everybody that, oh yeah, I'm smoking around my kid and you don't feel like it's good. Like somebody on your team is saying that, even though she's not saying it. But at the same time, Teyana Taylor's already been known for being a liar, because she lied earlier, back when she said that, oh yeah, the cheating isn't the reason why they're being divorced, and she clearly states like the fact that he neglects the kids and he cheats is the reason why they're getting divorced.
it's a combination.
It's a combination.
Man, why can't she be a real Khloe Kardashian and just hold it down for whatever?
like she do Tristan Thompson. So,
Yeah.
I mean, basically that's what she want to do. She want to take him back anyway, but it just doesn't make any sense. Like I told you earlier,
She feels like he's moving on, so she's trying to pull the ropes on him, so that way, like, to bring him back.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. And also, I never understood how come everything that your girlfriend likes you for, as soon as y'all on bad terms, she hates you for it. Like, oh yeah, before she's like, oh, I love when you fall asleep. You look so peaceful, and oh, don't mind you snoring, or don't mind that you have this bad habit, that bad habit, or don't mind this, don't mind that. But as soon as y'all get on bad terms, why you always coming to bed smelling like marijuana? Why you always doing this? Why you always doing that? Damn, it wasn't a problem before. But now that we on bad terms, oh, it's a problem. Now you gotta say I don't do this, I don't do that. Oh, I don't take the kid out one day. Oh yeah, I'm a bad father, and you want to tell everybody about the other 2 times I didn't do it, even though you know I didn't do it. Like, it's just a dirty game. Like, the divorce game is a real relationships. Period is a real dirty game, and if you in it, I pray for you, because if you got all your hair, it ain't gonna be there by year 10.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that Amon gets to be able to move past this.
He trying to.
No, but I mean, like, without the people judging him so much. Seems like he's moving on and living his life, but, maybe Teyana didn't want to really get a divorce. I don't know why she would have went through it anyway. She's just going to want him back. This kind of seems counterproductive. But who knows? Hopefully they could be good co-parents.
It's what they always do. They always tell you, like, like they be, oh yeah, they break up with you, but they really didn't break up with you.
Oh, and it's like, we were on a break. And they're like,
it's like, no,
how'd you find another girl so quick?
You're like, what?
It's like, you said you were dealing with me for life. It's like, it's literally the next weekend.
It's like, no, I didn't mean that. I meant that I needed you to try harder. I'm like, what? That you could have just.
It can't be that confusing.
You could have just said that. I thought it was about communication, but it's never communication. Like you telling me, oh, it's about communication, and they'll be like, oh yeah, like you see a girl, like you ever see a girl, and you'll talk to you like one of your homegirls, and she'll be like, oh yeah, like it's no good guys nowhere. I'm trying to find somebody. And be like, oh yeah, where'd you go? Like, oh yeah, I went to the club, and I'm looking at guys, and they're not looking at me back, and I'm like, so what are you doing? Are you talking to them? Like, no, I came to look. I'm like, you probably think you're retarded.
Oh.
Cause you never seen that, like you never be like be in the club or be somewhere and like you see somebody like a girl staring at you,
yeah.
And you look at it, you be like,
it's like, I ain't gonna, man, like the way the dudes get in trouble these days. Sometimes you don't want to be pushing that first move too aggressively.
That ain't no Diddy.
So you ain't trying to get in trouble or be looked at it like a jerk. So then you just like, I'm supposed to know that you want me to go for you when you just staring at me like crazy. I thought you thought like my outfit was whack or something. I thought you were making fun of me.
I mean, it's how they communicate. I mean, it's just how it is. I mean, the relationship is a crazy game. I just hope Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert get this together.
Get the what?
Get this together.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she says that Iman Shumpert only has a kid on the 1st and the 3rd of the third weekend of every month. So I mean, she just wants him not to have women around when he has a kid. I mean, I can respect that. I mean, it's 30 days in a month. It's 4 days. 4 days you can have you don't have to have your girls around. I can see them doing that, but at the same time, like, I'm free. Like, once we done. Like, I can do whatever I want.
That's always the tough part, man, because it's like if you're sharing custody with the kid, and then it's like, what are the rules? Is there, whoever your their new significant other, are they allowed to be around the kids? What's the rule with that? You just never know how it's gonna go. So,
but 9 times out of 10,
they just need to do what's best for the kids and come with respect.
True, but I mean, 9 times out of 10, the girl the guy's finna end up dating a girl that's probably gonna be real sweet to the kid, not gonna do anything bad to the kid. But then the girls gonna end up dating some thug. You see, who's the girl off of the little short girl that used on the Disney Channel, the little short black girl? She's like Shy King, and like she ended up showing her boyfriend. She had a white boyfriend. She showed it online today, and like he had a whole bunch of tattoos. I'm like, you're a Disney Channel kid. So it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, like
You watch way more Disney than me. I don't know.
You know what I mean? All these good girls like bad guys. I mean, the good girl's gonna end up going with a bad guy 9 times out of 10, and the bad guys gonna end up finding another good girl. Worst case scenario, that
Sometimes
girl
you gotta act like you're a bad guy
to get the good girl.
to get the baddies.
Is that what you do?
Be like, I'm a thug.
You throw your Tupac voice?
Yeah.
What's your Tupac voice?
I can't do that on that. I'm giving away all my secrets. Gotta keep some stuff for myself.
Oh man, but speaking of keeping some stuff to yourself, man, comment down below. Let me know how you feel about the Iman Shumpert
Speaking
situation.
of keeping stuff to yourself,
but
we got my co-host's favorite singer crushing his soul. Lizzo says she's quitting music after being dragged by the internet constantly. Zelia Banks on Lizzo quitting the music industry over bullying. Your handle is Lizzo be eating. You've definitely given the public the license to laugh.
Lizzo be eating.
I don't see why you'd play victim, then just stop intentionally inviting people to make jokes.
Horrible.
And yeah, you can see Azalea's full comments there, but she's basically a full-blown internet troll now. That's the only time her name gets mentioned. But Lizzo said she's done with music. This was supposedly before April Fool's, so this wasn't any type of like April Fool's Day joke. But I thought she already moved on to like commercials and like acting and ruining Star Wars.
I mean, she said she quit. So I mean, I guess
and ruining your back.
Pause. But I mean, I guess the pressure's finally getting to Lizzo. She's tired.
You should call her Precious.
Pressure.
Oh.
All the pressure's getting to Lizzo. She's tired of everybody fat shaming her. She's tired of everybody saying that she's supporting basically Joe Biden in Palestine. Because if you didn't know, I mean, earlier this month,
It wouldn't be Palestine.
Who would it be?
Israel.
I mean, Israel.
Joe Biden supporting.
I'm sure it would be Israel. I can't get confused. I'm in America.
I don't care about other conflicts going on. I'm American. I'm American. Come to America where you can only care about American things.
And buy a Donald Trump book. Buy the Bible. It's $50. The Trump Bible.
They just dislike the video.
Nah, but back to what I was saying. So, if you didn't know, Lizzo attended the Biden fundraiser that Biden had in New York at the Radio City Music Hall. Hey. And since Lizzo went to go perform for Biden, everybody that basically is not supporting Biden and what he's doing, how he's giving money away, they feel like now that Lizzo now is supporting that. So that's another thing that she's doing. So you have the whole fat shaming, you have the whole supporting Joe Biden. Then on top of that, you have the three people that used to work for Lizzo saying that she fat shames them, which is crazy. How you fat shame a fat person?
How does a fat person fat shame?
Basically, you don't make
I don't know, man. It's like, I mean, cause they literally could tell her, be like, you were telling me I'm fat? You. Not the dance instructor, not the choreographer, but you.
So, I mean, with all this going on, Lizzo's finally saying she's done with it, which makes no sense. If you know you sensitive, why do you stay online and read the comments? I don't read the comments. Gavin,
Be like me. Delete the comments and block the haters.
See,
no.
I get on Gavin.
We usually do pretty good, man. There's not too many haters, but every once in a while you'll get a hater out of nowhere and like, what's your problem?
Exactly. And they say once you get that hate in the comment, you just stay fixated on it. That's why, like, with the clips, like, I mean, I be reading the comments more and more now because, I mean, they're getting better, especially because we getting better. But, I mean, before that, it was
TFTC clips. But if you're watching
trash.
TFTC clips, you need to go to Tales from the Crib to get the podcast first in the full form and full 1080p. Make sure you're checking out Tales from the Crib. But if you're watching Tales from the Crib right now, make sure you watch out TFTC clips. So if you don't have time to watch the full podcast, you can get it in clip form on TFTC clips and watch your favorite.
Did you know we donated almost $343 million to them already?
What, to Israel?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're wasting a lot of money, but we're still not fixing the water in Michigan. So I'm sorry that what's his face? Kyle Kuzma. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry your people have to suffer.
Oh Lord. So, I mean, with this situation, I just feel like Lizzo brought this on herself. I mean, she
brought this on herself when she tried to jump on a Star Wars episode of Mandalorian season 3 with Jack Black and look like a turd on stage. That's like, I'm like, come on, girl. Like, no. Whoever signed off on that, on what, either Lizzo, and I'm equally upset about Jack Black. Jack Black, I love him, love School of Rock. He does not belong on Star Wars. It's a travesty. They both need to be banned for life from Star Wars.
And also when she was at the basketball game, remember
Oh, and then like they lost the ball in her crack.
No, fool.
And then
No,
LeBron had to get it out, and he was like, "It's too deep."
Horrible. Nah, I mean, when Lizzo was at the basketball game and she had the oversized T-shirt on and her butt and the butt cheeks was cut out.
I know, that's the
and
same.
It was just horrible. Or like, and she's just twerking out of nowhere. I mean, I understand what Lizzo's trying to do. She's trying to represent body positivity and everything, but at the same time, if the comments are hurting you, stop reading the comments.
Stop posting.
I mean, you can do that. I mean,
make your page private.
Or do like NLE Chapter.
Make it where I heard some people like when they get a bunch of comments of haters, they just switch their account to only people that they follow back can comment on their posts.
Like Erica Mena, like right now you can't Erica Mena, you can't comment on Erica Mena's page, or like Marcus Houston, you can't comment on Marcus Houston page. I mean, like it's some
unless you follow them,
you follow them or something like that. So I mean, like it's a lot of things like you can't do. I mean, once you set your privacies up. So I mean, I still don't know. Why does she keep reading into it? And then at the same time, she wants to eat like watermelon with mustard on it, or she wants to show you her eating 2 boxes of pizza. Like it just.
Who eats watermelon with mustard? You are a sick freak.
It was a challenge that was going on. Like
you could do that challenge
because the mustard is a neutralizer. I don't like mustard like that.
Mm-hmm.
But. I mean, all prayers go out to Lizzo. I mean, the fact that Azalea Banks is coming after her. I mean,
she comes after everyone, man. That's her job to stay relevant now, is to attack people on the internet and say crazy things.
Because she can't.
I don't like Lizzo. I don't like Azalea Banks. They're just L's all the way around.
So you're definitely giving the public license to laugh, and while you be twerking at the Burger King counter and bathing in a tub of Skittles. Whoa, like this is bullying. Like. Can you say that online?
So I don't see why you'd play victim rather than just stop intentionally inviting people to make jokes about that. You're a beautiful girl. Yeah.
Yeah. Man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if she was slandering her, and I mean, she was slandering her. And
she tried to slander her and then lift her up at the last second, but I don't.
It was too much. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's Azalea Banks. I mean, nobody cares about what Azalea Banks has to say, especially after she
used to be her biggest fan.
Nah, I was never her biggest fan. After she called out so many people, and we found out it was a lie. I mean, I just don't mess with her. I mean,
she mess with
but
you.
I do pray. All prayers go out to Lizzo. I hope she does get over whatever this is that she's going through. I mean, I love her. I love Lizzo's music. I mean, I like her energy. I love her music. I think she's funny.
Oh, we know you like her energy.
Oh, this guy, yeah, hater. He just mad because I found Lizzo first.
No, I'm not mad. I'm glad I dodged that bullet.
Horrible.
I'm pretty sure she doesn't allow you to say no.
Pause. But speaking of not being able to say no, man, it's ready for the couch announcements.
Welcome to the couch. Welcome to the halftime show, Tales from the Crib. We'll let you know what's going on with this channel, all of our other channels, and what we plan to do. We got NBA basketball playoffs right around the corner, so be on the lookout for another TFTC Hoops episode. We're going to do playoff breakdowns, playoff predictions. Look for that coming on Tales from the Crib. We got this channel, the podcast channel. We got TFTC clips. So if you're ever too busy to watch the podcast, go over to the clip channel. You can watch the latest podcast clipped out to all the segments and see what's going on in the world today. But we need to talk about our favorite show, our number one moneymaker, and that is Crib Reaction. Shout out Crib Reactions. Thank you for getting us to almost 8.6K. Get us to 9K, 10K subs. We're dropping a whole bunch of videos every week. We just did the Bad Boys trailer. We did our 1OK Rock, who are some epic rock group that's been around since like 05. We did Team Tomodachi remix. If you in the real drill, we got Japanese drill right there for you. It's Psychic Fever. They giving you like that R&B touch. So check out some of our latest videos. Go over to Crib Reactions, like, comment, subscribe, check out that channel, and then finally check out TFTC Gaming. You can check out me playing Call of Duty, Dragon Ball Z, among other games. My co-host is playing Wrestling 2K.
24.
Giving him the people's elbow.
Facts. You already know, man.
And losing to the, what's his name?
The Ultimate Warrior.
The Ultimate Warrior was kicking my co-host's ass.
For like 2 hours straight, my G. That shit was crazy.
So if you want to see that on Twitch, he might give you that full unedited clip of him getting beat
You better
down
watch it on clip
by the Ultimate Warrior before it deletes.
You better watch it on Twitch before Twitch deleted it itself, because I ain't posting it. But I already beat him. I beat him already. I told you I beat him.
He had to use a cheat code.
Listen, but I put it back up on the other ones, so it don't matter. That's all that matters.
We don't want to hear about you getting back up. But speaking of getting back up, we need to check out the second half of the podcast. Let's get into the sports section. A lot of sports going on. So, excuse me, let's see what's going on in the sports world today.
Hey, so you already know in the news, man, Kobe Bryant's 2020 NBA Finals rank has finally been sold. If you didn't know, when Kobe won
2020 is 2000.
I'm still says 20. My bad. It's 2020 ring is finally
no, 2000.
I said 2000. He said 2020.
Yeah.
His 2000 ring.
It's not 4 years ago.
Oh Lord, his 2020. I keep saying God, his 2000 ring.
Thank you.
His Kobe Bryant's 2000 NBA Finals ring has finally been sold for almost $1 million. If you didn't know, when Kobe Bryant won his championship back in 2000, he had a ring also made for his dad. And I mean, even though his dad and his wife weren't on good terms, you know, Kobe Bryant always tried to look out for his parents. And now that Kobe Bryant has passed away, the Vanessa Bryant is basically not doing anything for Kobe Bryant's family. So they basically had to sell the ring. I'm glad they got a lot of money for this, but this is just wrong.
I mean, that's sad to have to sell your deceased son's championship ring to get some money.
Yep.
But as far as we know, whenever Kobe passed away, everything was written to go over to his wife. So she has full disclosure of his assets. And if she wasn't rocking with the family, she probably not giving him any money. Rumor has it that back in the day when Kobe and Vanessa got engaged, that the parents urged Kobe to do a prenup because they thought that it might be a girl just trying to take advantage of him, especially with him being a superstar and shoe deals and all the money he had. But they ended up feeling so strongly and disrespected by him not getting the prenup that they actually did not attend the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
So that pretty much severed ties between Kobe's and his family, and he no longer talked to his mom and dad anymore, only dealing with Vanessa, because I think he had won the championship before they got married, the first one.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong down below, but it's super sad that he didn't talk to his family for over a decade, and then he passed away, so he never got a chance to work things out with his mom and dad. And now, since he has everything willed to his wife, his parents are basically going to get nothing, but probably be reminded by their son all the time with his shoes and posters and jerseys still being around worldwide all the time.
True. I mean, could you do it? Like, could you be with a person that didn't that your parents didn't approve of?
I mean, it's tough. You know, you definitely got to try to work things out. But it's just a shame that he let it go for that long. It's one thing if there's like a certain situation where you don't talk for like a year or two with family, you know, things happen, things come up, but you can't let things go a decade plus, especially with your parents, especially if you are on good terms with your parents your whole life. You can't just, you know, abruptly just cut them off and do it 10 years. I mean, there's always something that they could do or anyone that could do to break apart a relationship of a family member or a close friend, but I don't know. You know, it's pretty deep. I bet he felt hurt though, because they had the option to go to the wedding and they just didn't go.
I mean, it has to be something way more than just they didn't show up to the wedding.
I mean, that's pretty deep.
Because I mean,
if you a big time ball player and you having a nice as hell wedding and you balling out and you invite your parents and they don't even come, I mean, that looks crazy.
But how old is it? I think their oldest their oldest kid is around 15, 16. So to hold a grudge for 16 years because somebody didn't go to your wedding because y'all wasn't seeing eye to eye, I would expect by like year 10, 11, y'all would have resolved
I was thinking
that.
at least by year 5. I wouldn't even give it that long.
Exactly.
They could talk it, work it out, and be like, look, it is what it is. We're still together. Let's go back to being a family. But it's just crazy that, you know, as stubborn as Kobe is, maybe he's like, you disrespecting me is disrespect for life.
And then you hold it back so bad to the point where, like, you don't want Kobe to give your parents any money at all for help. Like, I understand you don't like them because they didn't show up to your wedding or, like, they didn't do this. But, I mean, he can at least send them money. At least do that, and like they don't have to talk. Like I can cash up you some cash.
Yeah, because the way Kobe was balling with his NBA contract, Nike contract, Adidas before that, and all his other endorsements, this man was worth like close to $1 billion.
True.
So it's crazy that like his parents are out here struggling when they raised one of the, a lot of people say the closest thing to Michael Jordan ever.
Better than LeBron?
That's what Hoopers say. Hoopers say that Kobe's better than LeBron. Casuals actually say that LeBron is better than Kobe, and then everyone knows that if you're a real hooper, you know that Jordan's better than them all.
But also, before we move on here, I mean, before Kobe Bryant's basically ring was sold, the next the next ring was the Bill Russell ring that was around $700K. That sold around 2020, 2021. So I mean that's up there. So I mean a lot of these rings are going for a lot, but then a lot of them not. I remember O.J. Simpson sold this stuff. I don't think he got.
It depends on the player, depends on the team. If it's a college championship ring or a pro championship ring, and who you are, because it's like if you're not that guy, your ring might not get that much. Because I've seen like other pro players where they've like auctioned off their rings, and it's like, like, oh, they were a starter, but they were like the third or fourth option on the team. So it's like their championship ring might get like $25,000.
Which one was the 2000? That was Sixers.
I believe so.
Comment down below which one was the 2020 again. The 2000s, the NBA Finals with the Lakers. That he did with Shaq. But I mean, this picture here, Bryant looked so young. I remember like when he retired, he had basically bald head. You remember bald head Kobe?
Oh yeah,
that was the best. But I mean,
when the early or late?
The late one, not early. The late.
Oh no, they beat the Pacers.
They beat the Pacers. This one.
Yeah.
Is this when he got in fight with Reggie Miller?
Yeah, Reggie Miller was on the Pacers.
And he like when he did the choking sign? When he did the choking sign, Reggie Miller?
No, that was against the Knicks. That was in the playoffs against the Knicks. That was not then.
Okay. But I mean, let me know how y'all feel about NBA players. I mean, athletes selling their memorabilia.
I mean, it's their stuff. It's their rings. If they come on hard times and got to get rid of it, that's their prerogative. But you would hope that players that made millions of dollars and had endorsement deals would never have to get to a point to sell off their own memorabilia to make ends meet.
True. And also comment down below how you feel about the whole Vanessa Bryant situation. Do you feel like she just needs to let it go? Basically make amends to Kobe Bryant's family, Kobe Bryant's side of the family, because I mean he's gone. He's gone now. At least you can do is just be cool with the other side of the family.
Kobe had 3 daughters.
Yeah, Kobe had 3.
And they said I think that the only daughter that had a relationship with the grandparents
was the oldest.
Was the oldest one. And so, like, the other ones have never been around the grandparents.
Do it for the kids, Vanessa.
So, they should be able to do that. Because, it's like, they're probably going to want to know about their dad, and who would know them better than, his own parents. So I think they definitely need to fix that so that the kids could have that information resource about their dad.
Facts. But moving on here, man. We got Premier Boxing hosting some of the funniest fights of this year. Looks like Isaac Pitbull Cruz destroyed Romelli in the 8th round to win the WBA super welterweight title. Also, I mean, it was a couple other fights. Thurman was supposed to fight, but he basically tore his bicep, so he couldn't fight. So Sebastian ended up coming in to fight Tim Tszyu. That fight was amazing. I mean, we got it all right here.
And if you're watching this on TFTC Clips, we do a podcast, Tales from the Crib, and we go over all kinds of topics, sports, non-sports stuff, and we are not boxing fanatics. So y'all coming here thinking we're boxing gurus. We're more boxing casuals. We watch boxing sometimes, and if boxing gets enough clout, we'll cover the topic at that time. But we don't normally cover boxing all the time. It's crazy. We do boxing videos, and they do, like, crazy numbers and get 1 million comments. And, like, how did you not know every fighter's in the world's name? And it's like, because I don't watch boxing. How
you didn't know Terence Crawford was a southpaw? How you didn't know this? Like,
I mean, yeah, we get in way more boxing and way more UFC, but we're still not to the point where we know every fighter and every fighter tendencies. So please forgive us for that. But we're just giving you the opinion of your casual, everyday viewer when it comes to boxing. But what I can see is Cruz did beat the brakes off Rolly Romero. He was out there jello legs, man.
Looking like he had the Bambi leg.
Surfing.
Exactly, had the Bambi legs. But we have the clip right here of highlights from the fight. We also got Errol Spence saying he wants some of that Sebastian. But then, you know, Terence Crawford ends up getting the last laugh.
Looking like a punk.
Right? Well, here he is. What do you have to say?
Oh, it's time to get it on. He got the big dog now. Let's go.
He like 6'5",
Now,
6'6".
My question to you is: the WBO orders you to fight Crawford next, or you'll be stripped. Under any circumstances, will you vacate the WBO belt to fight Errol Spence?
Whatever they give me, Errol Spence is a great opportunity. I think it's a match made in heaven. But Terence Crawford is the best fighter in the world. I would like to fight him.
Facts. Terence Crawford undefeated. You know, Sebastian 21-1-1. I mean, so we go start with the first fight. With the Rolly fight, I mean, he was talking so much ish. I mean, he was doing videos saying, I'm going to beat him. He a Pitbull. He a Chihuahua. He had a chain made out of him. Remember, I showed you the video where like he drove to the desert and like beat the pinata with a stick in the head.
Oh, yeah. He was doing too much, man, especially with all that stuttering. No one's trying to hear that. And what was that, Showtime? They do like those fight videos before the fight.
It wasn't on Showtime. Showtime stopped. It was on Premier Boxing, on the Premier Boxing.
Yeah, but it's
YouTube
like
channel.
the Showtime videos.
It's basically like the Showtime videos they used to make back in the day. But I mean, Romelli was talking so much ish. I mean, I thought Romelli was finna win. But I mean, once Romelli started talking about how he's like late in the game, he doesn't have that many fights behind his belt like a lot of the other boxers. I saw it in a boxing match. It looks like when he came in, as soon as Pitbull came with the hook, spamming the hooks, it looked like Romelli was rattled. He didn't know what was going on. I mean, the fight should have been stopped. The only reason
he was knocking him senseless over and over again.
It basically was. I mean, the only reason why it went to the 8th rounds because they felt sympathy for him, thought something would have changed, but it didn't. But I mean, I seen Romelli's Instagram today, and he was talking about how he has the heart of a champion. He never quit. He never got knocked down. The ref had to stop it because he would have basically just lost
he got
his life.
knocked all around. What do you mean he never got knocked down?
But he didn't knock him to the floor.
It's a picture right there. It's on the floor.
It's a picture right there. He on the floor. He was. I mean, I don't think he fell on the floor.
It's on the floor right there.
Got a point there.
Might be an edit, but yeah, man, he was teeing him up. He had no chance. It'll be interesting to see these other fights that they propose, and if they
he says he wants to fight. Isaac says
he's got to fight who they tell him. Man. That's how it goes.
I mean, he said but he wants to fight either the winner. He wants to fight either Ryan Garcia, the winner of the Ryan Garcia and the Devin Haney fight.
That's not even who he mentioned.
I mean, that's what he said. I mean, that was somebody else. That was another fight. That's another fighter at the other side.
Oh, who wants to fight him?
The dude right here, the Isaac, the one.
Cruz wants to fight him.
Cruz wants to fight either Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia, whoever wins that.
That'd be a good fight.
But I seen Cruz fight Gervonta Davis, and Gervonta Davis beat him real bad. I mean, it's like if Cruz fights somebody that has footwork and they can move around and not a jab in the boxing ring and don't get the Bambi legs, then he gonna lose. But I mean, he did land some good hits on Gervonta. But I mean, with the whole this tall 6'6" dude, I mean, his fight, it was nasty. I mean, like all the blood that was everywhere.
Oh yeah.
The tall dude 6'6", wants to fight Terence Crawford, but we seen Terence Crawford go against Errol Spencer. Remember?
Yeah.
And you remember everybody like Errol Spencer needs to retire after that because he was looking all crazy.
Yeah, he got the break speed off of him.
So, I mean, we going to keep y'all posted. I mean, the next fight is coming up. I mean, we know we got the Canelo fight coming up. And also, you know, we got the Frank Martin versus Gervonta Davis finna come up also. And also, man, comment down below how y'all feel about that Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. Ryan hasn't been acting crazy lately. I mean, you've been seeing a lot of...
he's still been acting crazy.
You think so?
Yeah.
You ain't seen no videos of him work? Have you been seeing videos of him work out? Or you just seeing videos of him acting crazy still?
Acting crazy still.
I mean, hey, comment down below how you feel.
Might use his fight tactic. He's gonna fight him with the drunken monkey.
Oh Lord, don't do the Romel. Oh Lord, I mean, you know what?
He did the
Between
jail
Rolly, Ryan Garcia, I mean, they can sell a fight. I can say that they can sell a fight. Adrian Broner, they can sell a fight. I mean, like I can see why you need them, but besides that, like the boxing skills is just trash. It's not up to par for what they need to be doing. So I mean, we gonna see. We gonna keep y'all posted on it. So I mean, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on this episode, and comment down below how y'all feel about this previous boxing match. But moving on, man, we got my dog Ice Cube making a big deal, saying he got the bag. He got the bag.
What, are you gonna talk about it first?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it first.
Okay, go ahead.
So my dog Ice Cube said he got the bag. He said he wants to give Caitlin Clark $5 million to come to the Big Three. If you didn't know, the Big Three is basically where a lot of the old and also retired NBA players come to the place to play 3-on-3 basketball. It's an amazing league. They're on season 7, 8 right now. A lot of people are watching them. It's getting a lot of eyes. I mean, they had Gilbert Arenas coaching. They had Allen Iverson up there. They had Lisa Leslie there coaching. I mean, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of fun. Kenya Martin was there. So, I mean, the Big Three is something to watch, but they are having a problem with the NBA. I mean, him and the commissioner don't see eye to eye. I really feel like if the NBA feels like if they didn't start it up, they really don't want to support it. Like, they want to stop the whole, what's it called? The Elite, what's the thing called? The G League Elite. They want to stop that because they didn't start that up, and then the Big Three, Ice Cube did that. They really don't want to support it, but
yeah, because I mean it's a competing league. It is a league where mostly retired players go.
Yep.
So I mean they did have a bunch of good people. They did have like Stoudemire, Rashard Lewis. They had the Iceman Gervin being the coach, Gary Payton being a coach. They had Jason Richardson, Barbosa, Reggie Evans, Birdman was out there. Big Baby Davis, Rashad McCants from the Gilbert Arenas, and Gilbert Arenas were out there. But I don't think that they're playing anymore. They might be coaching.
Yeah, a lot of them are coaching now. But, I mean, it's an amazing league. A lot of you people need to watch the Big Three. But this is amazing. He came out of nowhere. Ice Cube said, I want to give Caitlin $5 million to play on the Big Three. And it's not a long season. Like, the NBA season's 82 games. I'm not sure. I forgot how long
the Big Three is only like 8 weeks long.
Yeah, the Big Three is only like 8 weeks long.
You're playing 1 game a week.
You're playing 1 game a week. So, I mean, a lot of people saying this stuff that it looks like Caitlin Clark could do, but at the same time, and Ice Cube says that it's only going to really interfere with one of her games. But besides that, she's going to be able to play, and they can make accommodations for her. But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, the way that the WNBA rules is, she can't do it. Like, she can't play 2 sports. It's not like Deion Sanders where he can do 2 sports in 1 day.
Yeah,
they're not allowing
the
that.
same sport as 2 leagues, which would be crazy. And I wonder if they made her choose. Like, you could only play 1 league, but you know she can make like what was it like $75,000?
Like
how much was the rookie maximum?
Yeah, I mean the most you can make as a rookie is no more like between 70K to 80K as a rookie when you first start in. But I mean the most WNBA player makes is $250K. So I mean,
yeah, $5 million in 1 year. I mean, you could play
$5 million in 8 weeks, basically.
Yeah. I mean, you would have to play forever to match that. So I mean, yeah, I definitely understand. It would be crazy to see her play. She would probably get bullied, but they have a 4-point line, so she may be able just to sit out there and launch threes like she does in real games. She's kind of a launcher, and I don't know, man. I mean, she may not. That's the problem now. That's why the good girls' college basketball has been on the rise, because programs are actually able to develop teams because, especially in women's sports, that you make more money playing women's college basketball than you make in the WNBA.
True.
So they actually get a pay cut when they go to the WNBA. And so, you know, this is a one way to get that.
But also we got a video here of basically reporters asking Caitlin how she feels about Ice Cube offering her $5 million to be part of the Big Three.
There's been some off-court things with the Ice Cube offer, with the Big Three, and then with the invitation, which I know you probably don't you hope that invitation doesn't happen because you want to be with your team in Cleveland. But I wondered if just your thoughts on those things that are sort of happening a little bit off court. I know, like I said, your focus is on this, but there's been a lot of chatter about those things.
Yeah, to be honest, I found out about the Big Three thing at the same exact time you all did. And my main focus is on just playing basketball. I think that's the biggest thing. And like you said, USA basketball is that's your dream. You always want to grow up and be on the Olympic team, but lucky for me, I have the opportunity of possibly not doing that because, I want to be at the Final Four playing basketball with my team. But if not, that's where I'll be. And people that are on that roster are people that I idolize and have idolized growing up. So just to be extended a camp invite is something you have to be proud of and celebrate and enjoy. So, but more than anything, my focus is on winning these 2 games, and that's exactly how it should be. And, I honestly don't talk about those things with really anybody. I have other people that deal with it, and they haven't said a word to me about it. And my main focus is on this team and, helping us find a way to beat Colorado and hopefully win another one after that.
Yeah, I think this is a big publicity stunt by Ice Cube that he's going to get, with everyone focused on women's basketball and Caitlin Clark. If he attaches a Big Three to her name, Big Three is going to get all kinds of
endorsements
media
and
coverage.
sponsors. Yeah.
And really seen out there and be like, oh, they're making money over there if he's able to offer that. But
True.
I don't think she'll do it, even though she wouldn't make, like a tenth of the money in the WNBA. That's just the next part. That's where she's got to go. And, there's a couple of decent girls now in the WNBA that are, there's a lot of, they're all great if they're pro. But, as far as, making a way, like that Sabrina Asenzu, that was, Kobe's disciple. She's doing really good and has actually a really well-selling shoe. That's a unisex shoe that's for both boys and girls. They even have a lot of young high school players, AAU players, top players in the nation that like wearing Sabrina's shoes. So who knows? We'll see what she wants to do. If she wants to, tackle the WNBA, or if she wants to just try to make as much money as she can.
She better go the regular route. Just do as much money as she can. With the WNBA, and then going to overseas like all the other girls, because if she does the Big Three, I feel like they're gonna screw her. Like the commissioner's gonna be like, oh well, I guess you're not gonna get an invite to the Olympic game, or the Rookie of the Year that you was real close to winning that you came tied to, you're not gonna win any of those no more because you working with Ice Cube. Now it's a lot of shady stuff I can see happening, but at the same time, I seen Kenya Martin talk on Gil's Arenas how, her getting offered this, none of the players that play now don't even get offered to get paid anywhere close to $1 million. He's like, it's enough just to go outside.
Yeah. They're probably getting paid a decent amount, but they ain't even getting paid in the millions.
In the thousands. Probably in the thousands they getting paid, but this is just basically like my co-host said, just something to get the name out there so people can know about the Big Three.
They're taking the Kardashian way.
I can see
all
that.
Publicity is good publicity.
But comment down below, is this a good business move for Ice Cube to basically get his Big Three league out there by basically attaching his name to Caitlin Clark? Because everybody's gonna be thinking about this all the way until she declares for the draft. Or do a lot of people feel like, Caitlin Clark, she just needs to just stay focused and go straight to the WNBA and basically make $250K like everybody else?
Yeah, she'll have to work to that. They just showed on the video she's gonna make like $76,000 as a rookie.
Horrible. I hope she got a lot of NIL money.
Well, yeah, just endorsements. Well, the NIL's over because she'll be done with college. So we'll see if she can retain those endorsements and make some big money to make it worth her while. But speaking of making it worth her while, she actually showed out in the LSU game. And you're pointing to her finger, and I saw a lot of people hated this graphic because they're like, she didn't win a ring. She just won in the tournament. It's just another tournament win. Or was it Elite 8 win? So if you can see the year before, LSU had won 102-85. And then this year, Iowa was able to come out 94-87. And it was a close game. It went back and forth. They were tied at halftime. And it looked like it could go either way, but then Caitlin came out in the third quarter and hit, 3 threes in a row?
Yeah, as soon as halftime was over with, it was all a wrap. Just like the first quarter happened, Iowa was on that behind. LSU couldn't stop the threes. Iowa was in zone the whole time. So every time they tried to pass to Angel Reese, she was getting collapsed. Even though she was making buckets every time she touched the ball, I just feel like once she basically got that when she got that block and she rolled her ankle, it was a wrap. You seen her just hobbling around the whole time, and they were just getting cooked. And whoever they had guarding Caitlin Clark was just, what's the girl name? The girl that's guarding Caitlin that you didn't like?
Oh, it was
Linda.
No, Haley Van Lith.
Yeah.
She was getting cooked, man. Van Lith was getting cooked, and they weren't double teaming, and they weren't taking Van Lith off. She looked like a deer in the headlights. She was just getting crossed, and it's like, Caitlin could shoot the lights off, but she has no dribble. So you're getting crossed by someone that has no dribbling skills. She's just launching it from 3-point land and hitting some of them and hitting them, getting in a hot streak. And it's like they should have tried to limit some of the other girls. And what really helped Iowa is two of the other girls that averaged 5 and 12 points ended up scoring 25 and 15.
Yeah.
So, so you can't have the main star get off and then the supporting cast get off. There was no adjustments by LSU. It was pretty bad. Angel Reese dominated in the first half. She had 17 points and 20 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks. She looked great in the first half. She was still playing good defense in the second half, but they weren't getting her the ball
at all.
And when they were getting her the ball, the passes were so bad that she couldn't do anything with it. She would get so out of position just trying to get the pass that she couldn't do it. I think that it was really that Haley Van Lith sold. She went on FanDuel and she sold. She had her whole family bet against LSU and said, I'm selling this game. We ain't winning. Because she got cooked the whole game. She missed most of her shots.
Yeah.
And she got beat by LSU last year. So she did a pull to Kevin Durant. If you can't beat him, join him. And she still lost because she was so bad. It was really mainly her fault. The other girls did pretty good. Was Johnson, also from LSU, had 23 and 6. She was looking good, 10 of 18, but only 1 of 6 from 3. She could have done a little bit better, but I just think it was just Van Lith.
They couldn't stop
really, crapped the bed. You look at Caitlin Clark. She didn't even shoot that great. She shot 13 to 30, but she made the shots where it counted. She went 9 to 20 from 3-pointer, which is dang near 50% from 3. Is in the high 40s. And it's so she missed every single 2-pointer she took, but she made dang near half of her threes.
That's what it looks like with Caitlin. With Caitlin, when I was seeing her, she has a nice little drive game, but besides that, it's just the drive or she's shooting a 3. She has no mid-range game at all.
Well, I couldn't understand, man. And sometimes they're so scared of the 3 that she gets easy drives to the hoop, but then she's dribbling the ball all high like a little kid, and then does a layup. It's uncontested. It's y'all just want to lose if you're doing that. But it looks like, I'd hate to say it, but it looks like that Van Lith was dang near a double agent, how bad she was playing.
Yeah.
And then LSU looked good. I was hoping that they were going to go further. Angel Reese fouled out.
She's always in foul. Every time we turn around, she's in foul trouble.
I hate that in college that it's only 5 fouls. They need 6 like the pros. They need to stop playing. They need to have a real shot clock. And they need to stop having where the jump ball is alternating possession. They need to have a jump ball every time there's a jump ball.
True.
That shit is dumb.
True, and back to I feel once they should have realized that they put 2 guards on there. They had the two guards on Caitlin Clark, and they realized it wasn't working. They should have just put Flu on her. But I understand.
She got foul trouble, so they really couldn't have her on her. Flo J.
Yeah. Hey, you needed somebody because the rebound game, LSU was winning the rebound game, but it just looks like they just wasn't in it once they realized that they can't shoot the ball. None of them can really shoot the ball like that.
Yeah, LSU shot 39%, Iowa shot 46%, they shot 33%, 8 of 24 from 3. They shot 13 of 31, which is crazy that they shot 13 and Clark made 9 of them. So it's the whole rest of the team made 4 3-pointers. So she's basically doing it by herself. She's like an Allen Iverson. You know, she's going to score, 30, 40 points, but it's going to take her 30, 35 shots to get those points. So she's definitely more of a chucker than someone that shoots a good percentage. But, so a couple of her other teammates stepped up today. So even though that, she scored 40 points with not the best shooting percentage, she made her ones that counted, which was her 3-pointers, dang near shooting 50% from 3. And she made all kinds of assists whenever they were paying way too much attention to her. It's basically like Clayton Clark gets the like Steph Curry effect.
Basically.
That teams are so worried about her that the teammates often get to go back door and get easy passes for layups because they're not even being watched.
And can we count how many Caitlin Clark commercials we saw during the game? It was.
Oh, I know, man. It was a little ridiculous. And she even mentioned in this game when she won, she's like, you never know what's going to happen each game. She's like, West Virginia in our first game of the tournament gave us all we could handle. And honestly, if it wasn't for the refs, West Virginia would have sent you home in round 1 because you were getting marked by them country girls. And if it wasn't for the officiating in the second half, you would have lost first round. So I think, like the NBA, you see sometimes teams get help that have the big names or the big cities. You can also see that in college. Like, they weren't going to let the face of women's college basketball lose in the first round.
Yeah.
She won a couple of the other games pretty good, but that first game against West Virginia, they should have lost. They were just kept on getting West Virginia's best players in foul trouble, and they were actually able to defend her good, and she shot really bad from 3 that game. So we'll see what happens because my favorite girl hooper also has made it to the next round. And I think she's got the kryptonite to take Caitlin Clark down.
Gosh. The battle of the white girls.
We got Paige Buckets, who took on with UConn,
Juju.
took on LSU. And shout out Juju for getting the freshman scoring record in D1, most points by D1 freshman in history. But Paige Buckets took it to her, man. She
looks good. She looks real nice. She has a complete package. Like she can handle the
for
ball.
real.
She can dribble for real. She's just not a show. Like, when Caitlin Clark come on, she's gonna put seats in. She's gonna put butts in seats. There's gonna be some 20,
Paige
30
missed
foot
buckets. What do you mean? She's
not
putting all
making,
the butts
she's
in
not making
seats.
30-foot threes. 28-foot threes, 27-foot, 27.
Yeah, she was.
Not like Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark, she's making it in a high clip.
Yeah, well, let's take a look.
But I mean, this is gonna be a good.
Her last name, we call her Paige Buckets, but her last name is Bukers. She had 28 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists, 11 of 23, and 3 of 6 from 3 points. So, that is definitely way better efficiency than Caitlin Clark. And she had help with her teammate Edwards having 24 and 6. And then the next best teammate was Brady with 8. But, yeah, Paige was killing it. She was, like I said, 11 and 23, 3 of 6. She actually shot 50% from 3. And it didn't look like she was forcing it. Sometimes it looks like Caitlin's forcing it because she knows that she's got to do the scoring almost like AI back in the day. But Paige doesn't do that. She lets the game come to her. She takes the shots that are there and really plays within the system. So I'm taking Paige and UConn over Caitlin Clark in Iowa. Let's go Paige Buckets
And
baby.
I'm taking Caitlin over UConn, and then
Hater.
Moving on to the next game here, we got NC State versus South Carolina. Now, Dawn Staley, this is gonna be her 4th straight Final Four. She already won 2 rings. I mean, South Carolina's looking like a beast, a powerhouse. I mean, a lot of people not beating them. Last time I saw them, they beat LSU. So, I mean, that was great. Camila Cordoza just basically entered her name to the WNBA draft. So, this is going to be her last season.
She was dominating. She was,
she's
she was
6'7".
doing against Angel Reese. Angel Reese is a center at 6'3", but she was the center at 6'7". So she's really, she's really got some size. And I remember when Flo J got pushed down and her brother jumped on the court like he was about to do something until he saw this girl was 6'7".
It's a big girl.
She would choke him out if he tried to do anything. So I'm going also for South Carolina. I don't really know about NC State. I've been seeing the boys NC State that upset Duke with that guy that plays like Zach Randolph. Sorry, I forget his name, but he's killing it. So I'm going for NC State on the boys' side. But on this one, I'm going to go for South Carolina, and then I'm going to go for UConn. But I'm going to go for UConn overall. I got Paige winning the chip.
I got the Gamecocks winning everything.
You just want to say Gamecocks.
They got winning the whole basically championship game. But y'all comment below. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the whole NCAA. Oh, wait, before we move on, how do you feel about the women's basically women's college basketball basically bringing all the eyes to it because nobody cares about the men's basketball.
I mean, when you got players like Duke that are getting NIL deals to paint their nails, it's like if you want to act like a girl, well, let's just watch the girls.
Yeah.
And you know, like Caitlin Clark breaking all the records. It's really great because in the NBA, you don't really get to see that, you know, guys come from a lot of years of college experience anymore because if you're a boys basketball player, you play 1 year in college, and if you're good, you go pro. So, you know, a lot of those teams, they're different teams every year. But what's great about women's basketball in the college, and the college being better than the pros, is that you get to see these teams for like, you know, 2, 3, 4 years, and it's a lot of the same players on the team. And so you got to kind of go on that ride with them and see how they develop over a few years before they go pro because – unfortunately, it looks like a lot of the top women players get paid more money with their NIL deals in college than they can make in the WNBA. Just like we saw, Caitlin Clark would make around like $76,000 as a WNBA player. But I think when we were talking about the girls' NIL deals, she's already making over like $1 million in college.
True.
So that's a huge pay cut. You know, she's probably going to retain a lot of sponsors, but you know, there doesn't seem to be the same amount of eyes on the WNBA as there is in women's college basketball.
I just hope she doesn't turn into Tim Tebow once she goes to professional.
What, forgetting how to throw?
Basically.
No, she'll be all right. You know, she's a shooter.
I mean, he never forgot how to throw. He never knew how to throw. I mean, they just exposed him for not being good.
Yeah,
Kwame Brown.
You know, I think Lamar Jackson has the Tim Tebow-itis.
Oh, so Lord.
Hopefully one day Lamar Jackson will learn how to actually throw a football instead of just using his legs. But he might be the
we haven't talking about football. How you get to that?
The best quarterback to not be able to throw a ball. Like, how do you win 2 MVPs and you can't throw the ball 15 yards? Truly amazing.
But enough about that.
Shout out Paige Buckets.
She's a
sweetheart. She's gonna win it all.
She's not gonna win it all. We gonna see, but man, shout out Caitlin Clark, man. Thank you.
Boo, we wanted LSU.
New music.
We wanted to buy you Barbie.
New music Mondays. We got Goku. What's the Juba?
What?
Juba? What?
What are you talking about?
Which episode was this one?
I don't know what episode this is. This is just a random art piece, but it looks like Goku's Super Saiyan. Maybe when he was on Namek fighting Frieza and going into space. But I just like this because it's space and we had a space background. So here's Goku Super Saiyan in space. Hey. New music, new picks. If you don't know, we do a music playlist. We just started
Sexy
Music
Red.
Mix number 5, and we're even adding girl drill songs to the mix. Sexy Red's killing it. Get it sexy. Reaction coming out soon. Probably coming out tomorrow at the same time as this podcast or a couple hours later. So if you want to check out some new Sexy Red reaction from Tales from the Crib Reactions, going over to Crib Reactions, we did react to Sexy Red. Get it sexy. My co-host twerked the whole video.
Made them clappers clap.
That's too much. Took my joke too far. Speaking of clappers clap, everyone is clapping at the new music. We got Beyonce, Cowboy Carter, a whole bunch of other stuff that no one cares about, and some singles.
We got a whole bunch of music. You know, we got Beyonce. We got the Sad Boys with MGK and Trippie Redd drop. We got All Star JR dropped the tape. Blue Bloods Clan dropped the tape. Don Tripp dropped the tape.
My boy Don.
It's a lot of music that basically happened. I mean, Little Skies dropped. I didn't even know Little Skies dropped. My pick Woodboy G dropped.
J-Hope of BTS dropped. We'll have to react to that on Crib Reactions.
We definitely got to react to that on Crib Reactions. But back to my pick right now. My pick, coming out of Florida, Woodboy G. 18 tracks, 18 straight garbage. Bangers.
Oh, man, he got snitches on his CD? That's a certified...
That's an old song. He had that before it came out, they snitched. And he just put it out still.
So he's not certified in these streets?
He is certified in these streets.
He's
Stop playing with
jabroni?
King Hog too, man. Stop playing.
Woodboy G, if I see you, I'm smacking you.
Horrible, man. Make sure y'all check out my dog.
Can't work with the ops.
Well, make sure y'all check out my dog Woodboy G. Straight bangers, all down, up and down the track. My coach is a hater. But moving
Anyone
on.
that hangs out with Real Boston Snitchy, they could kick rocks. Because you know who would never work with Real Boston?
Who?
My boy, the Don Tripp.
Oh, Lord.
Shout out John Tripp. For any time that there's an album coming out and I don't have a music pick, my boy Don decides to drop another album to save my ass.
I don't know how.
Yeah, he dropped a new album called, let me pull it up here, Before the Devil Knows You're Dead. It's a shorter one, only 12 songs. I'm not going to lie, I haven't listened to the whole thing. I've listened to like 4 or 5 songs in it, but Act 1 and 2 Cedar are some pretty dope songs. Don Tripp, we salute you. You're one of the first people that made me want to rap for real, and I did rap to one of your tracks back in the day, and a lot of people loved it, so thanks for that. So Don Tripp, we salute you. Hope you keep putting out music. And keep killing the game, man. Keep supporting your family. We appreciate you.
Facts. But moving on, man. Make sure y'all check us out on Twitter, man. Papa O Block. That's my co-host. Phila Supreme 305. That's me on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it.
Triple X.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on this episode. I know y'all did because we came with the facts and it was hella funny. But also, I need y'all to check us out on TikTok. I mean, I haven't dropped on TikTok in at least the past week and a half, 2 weeks.
What is going on?
What?
We're supposed to be active on TikTok. Just because the government says it's going to shut us down on me.
I mean, it's shut down in 6 months. What I'm going to do?
I'm going to show you what you're going to do.
No.
But like, comment, subscribe, comment anything down below. That's the quickest way to help us fight the algorithm and help us succeed in life. Here is the QR code. Scan the QR code for TikTok. See if my coach finally decides to make another TikTok video. We got Tales from the Crib 210 and IG. There's the QR code. Check out Crib Reactions. Like it, love it. Get us to 10K subs on Crib Reactions and go give us some super thanks over there. We want your money. But it's time to get out of here. Let me get us some tunes as we fade away. AA. So here we go.
They stole 21 cars. Can you believe that?
What? 21 cars? They could have gave me a car. 21 cars? What they gonna do? How they gonna drive to?
At once.
Right. That's crazy.
Man, thank you for watching the episode 150 TFTC podcast. Tales from the Crib, man. We home with the hottest news, the hottest gossip, man. We got it. T.I. having problems with his wife, you know we got it. You know, Diddy out here having one of these freak offs, you know I'm gonna send him a course to go watch it.
No.
What?
I'm gonna send you to participate.
What?
But it's your boy Chico Grande and Chico 2 times. That's Felix the Diddler Supreme 305. We are Tales from the Crib, dropping every Tuesday, recorded every Monday. Happy April Fools, you fools. But yeah, we'll see y'all next week. Hopefully we got some crazy topics. Women's basketball's taking over. Shout out all the girlies hooping, including my co-host. But thanks for tuning in. We will see you next week.
Hey.
Bada bing, bada bang.
Bada boom. And when Diddy asks you to party, sometimes you gotta tell Diddy no.
Gotta keep your virgin hoes tight. That's how we ended the episode.